Well, it's not pretty, but it's done. And I had to do a bit of extra work to make sure it was pretty solid because I have been very, very spoiled by my existing guard dogs, and I needed to make sure that it was puppy proof. I want the first fencing that she goes into here to be basically one that she cannot even finagle her way out of if she tried. The sheep are currently grazing over there. Miss Juno's hanging out right here. But for tonight, she's going to be in here with them. And I will likely bring her in before I go to bed. But until I go to bed, she's going to be in here so that I can watch and observe. And this area is probably going to last the sheep like roughly a day or two. And then I'll move them to the next closest pasture, which is over there. But part of making a good guard dog is monitoring their interactions and making sure all their behaviors are appropriate and correcting the ones that are not. At least that's what I'm told. So that's what I'll be doing. I am very tired. But all the best for my Juno. Huh. She's like, yeah, sure, whatever. I've been getting in the water. And I also want y'all to notice something very interesting. Mr. Thor baby was over there. Over the last, I think, 2 weeks is when I started noticing the trend. I started noticing that Thor was spending a lot more time away from the house whenever I would let him out. Like normally he hangs out on the porch and he'll go and he'll monitor the sheep, but then he always comes back. Hey, I found 2 eggs. Well, something I've noticed in the last 2 weeks or so is that he seems to be following Ginger and the sheep around a lot more. And I don't know if it's related to Ginger or if he's just becoming more bonded to the sheep. Now, it's still not quite the same like Ginger. Ginger literally like lives up the sheep's ass and follows them around the property whenever we have them free ranging. But Thor is starting to get a lot more clingy to them. At least more so than he used to be. He's spending a lot more time out in the field, just keeping an eye on things. And again, I don't know if it's because of Ginger or if it's the sheep. I have a feeling it's probably Ginger. He probably is keeping an eye on her. Or with her aging, he's sensing a little bit more of responsibility and feeling the need to be out there and monitoring a little bit better. Either way, I am very proud of what I see, sir. Mr. Mature Man over there. Such a good boy. And I don't know where Gingy is. She's somewhere around here. And then there's Juno. Anyway, lots of good dogs. Very pleased. Y'all good dogs? You're all good dogs too. And yay me for getting my chores done in 95-degree weather.